Hello, Wintham University and friends. Thank you so much for tuning into The List. The List is our DSU talk show where we interview celebrities, icons, DSU members, and students just like you. I am so excited to be here with... Why did you say your name? Oh, now it's awkward.
Oh, me say my name? Oh, I'm Maddy Morphosis. Sorry, I'm not good at picking up on cues. I'm from Arkansas, so I'm socially inept. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm sorry.
So we actually messaged you last minute to come here. What was your thought process and you agreeing to come here and you getting ready? Because it was just so last minute.
No, I mean, I'm always down to just go to a show. I love just traveling, going different places. I have a great time in different cities and traveling. So whenever I got the call, they're like, "Hey, can you do a show?" And I was like, "Yeah, when?" They're like, "Tonight." I was literally laying down for a nap and my phone started ringing and had I fallen asleep, I probably would not be here right now. But luckily, I was not asleep yet. I answered the phone call and they're like, "There's a show opportunity, but you have to go to the airport right now." And I was like, "I'm there. Let's do it." So I was excited. Very stressed. Because, drag is not something done well when it's rushed. It's something like this takes time to perfect. But, we do what we can. We deal with the cards we're dealt.
We really appreciate it because that's insane. I would have said no. But that's just... Because I was getting on a plane this morning. We are so thankful and appreciative in all honesty. And I don't think any words could say how thankful we are. But you have a very unique style. I see things like Colonel Sanders, Elvis. How did you create your own style and the middle of your unique?
I didn't really think about what my style was or anything. I just kind of just do things that I just like doing. So just if I think of something stupid, I go with it. Sometimes if I'm doing something for a meet and greet, there's no theme to this. There's no idea. I just saw an outfit and I was like, that looked good on me. A big pink moment. Let's make it happen. So I just, how I develop my style is just by not thinking about it and just doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, and just whatever sticks and lands, this is where we are.
Well, you look amazing, if I'm being honest. You look so good.
Thank you. I know, but it's always good to hear it again. So thank you.
So, you were on RuPaul's season 14. What was being in the pandemic and doing that like?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, whenever I got the call, we were right in the middle of the pandemic. And so I was just wondering, well, first of all, I was just elated and excited, but then it run through my mind, how is this going to work? Because it's a reality show, all these camera people, all these other people, but then once we got there to the show, it was just a lot of hoops you had to jump through to make it happen. We were sequestered, we were in our own little bubble, it's the weirdest thing too, because you're already looking at all these people behind cameras and stuff, and in production and in trailers, and they almost don't seem like people, just because they're background characters, but then add a mask on everyone too, so now they all look exactly the same. It's a very strange and surreal experience where you're talking to this small group of people that are all just hanging out, no masks, just talking, all the queens and stuff, and then in the background are just 30 people dressed in black with masks on, just watching you the whole time. It's a very surreal experience.
I don't know why that sounded terrifying to me.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, for sure, 100%. And then RuPaul just started making weird cat noises at me, and it's it's very much maybe I am dreaming. Maybe this is a nightmare.
Maybe I'll wake up in an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned the whole surreal experience, all that. If you could change anything from that experience, what would it be?
Oh, well, I was about to say I wouldn't change anything. No, I probably, in hindsight, if I can go back and focus more on sewing, that's probably what I would change. Because it got me. The design challenges, they got me.
Oh gosh. So you're RuPaul's first heterosexual drag queen. What was that experience like in being involved?
I honestly didn't what to expect. I've been doing drag. Before Drag Race, I was doing drag for 5 years or so. And I've been in the scene, I've gone to pageants, I travel multiple states and stuff like that. And no one ever really cared. But I know that the Drag Race fandom has a lot of very strong opinions about everything. So I knew they were gonna have some kind of viewpoint on it, but I didn't know honestly where they were gonna fall or what the reaction was gonna be. So I just I was just I know where I stand, I know who I am. I'm just gonna go there, do the show. I'm just excited to have the opportunity, but I also felt almost a pressure to show it's because a lot of people that go on the show, they're I'm gonna go there, showcase my drag, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But for me, I knew that I had to watch myself and like present myself in a way that's like authentic to me, but also like be very mindful that like I'm presenting I'm being almost like a spokesperson for like how allies should like be in the community, being respectful, listening, and it's honestly kind of hard sometimes, because sometimes it feels like you're just in a back room, you just want to be catty and just, you know, talk shit with everybody, but then at the same time I'm like, oh no, I have to be respectful, I have to like, you know, really focus on this moment right now, cameras are on me.
Very poised. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of like being who you are and being true to yourself, how did your drag persona differ from like you out of drag?
It's just louder, honestly. Like I'm like, my sense of humor is the same. Like who I am, how I carry myself is mostly the same. But it's just like, you know, brighter colors, bigger personality. I feel like I'm louder. I feel like I'm screaming right now, even. I just feel like, I don't know, something about like being in drag. Like you just have this confidence, and that's probably what I would say. Like the difference is like I'm even more confident in like drag. Like as my regular self, I'm like secure and I'm content, but like in drag, I have this exuberance, like I am the person in the room right now. Which I think that's how all drag queens feel. It's delusional. I think, yeah, that's the difference. In drag, I'm delusional.
See, I wish I had confidence. I feel like I have no confidence at all. But, so I do have a question for you. Speaking of people accepting you and being true to who you are, how has being in drag affected your dating life being a heterosexual man?
Oh, it hasn't. Like, a lot of people would assume that it would make it harder, but honestly, I think I've gotten hit on by girls more in drag than I ever did like outside of drag, just because like again, like you walk in the room, people are drawn to confidence, and like and when you're in drag, like you just have this overwhelming confidence, and also too, I think, you know, a lot of women would want nothing more than a boyfriend that can help them with their makeup or have like an educated opinion on what they're wearing. So I don't know, I haven't had any problems. Like I said, I have a partner. We've been together for like 5, almost 6 years now, and yeah.
Okay, so with picking your music, this is more of a fun question. When picking your music, what is your thought process, and about how you compare your music like with your looks?
Oh gosh. That's a good question. Well, it depends really, because like sometimes I'll just like hear a song, like a new song come on the radio, and I'll be like, wow, that's a really like fun song. I should come up with some outfit that goes with it. Or like vice versa, sometimes I'll think of like a character, and I just like think long and hard about like what songs can I do that will fit like this character, this vibe, but also having to wrestle with, it can't be too obscure because you don't want to alienate the audience, and you also got to make it fit whatever crowd you're performing for. So like I have like my Colonel Sanders number, for instance, and there's like a million songs I would love to do with that, but you also got to make sure people know what it is. So if I'm doing a show for 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, I'll probably do like Hot Legs by Rod Stewart or something. But if I'm doing it for like a college town, then I'll do like, you know, Eat It by Meg Thee Stallion, you know? So it's just like taking a song, making it fun, fit the character, but also making sure that it fits like the audience. Which is honestly like the hardest part of drag. Like putting the looks together, coming up with ideas is easy, but making like, wrapping the whole package up with like the music and the performance is like probably the hardest part. The most mentally taxing.
I can imagine performing like no one knowing the song. I feel like that'd be so awkward.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no, when I first started performing, I was just like, I'm gonna go out there and do whatever song I want to, and they're gonna love it. But then I realized really quick that like if they don't know the song or they're not like understanding the theme, then they're just gonna stare at you. It's just crickets, and it's the most awkward thing. It's a hard lesson.
Oh gosh.
I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of people only do drag for like a year and then never do it again, just because like moments like that, and they're like, nope, never again.
So, like, say we spoke on like awkward audience members. Have you ever had like a rude audience member or like anything like outlandish happen?
Nothing directly towards me. I mean, there's always like people, like you go to a show and people are like shoving, or people get like too belligerent. They're like walking on stage, or you're trying to do a number and like you're just like dancing around, and like someone comes up and like starts dancing on you. Like they start trying to make the moment like about them. And it's just kind of one of those things where you just have to kind of navigate those situations as they come. So I've definitely like never had like a really like scary, aggressive, or like crazy experience, but I have had a lot of like awkward or annoying experiences, I would say.
Well, I really do appreciate you for coming and sitting with me. This has actually been amazing, and I'm like starstruck, and I'm so happy you're here.
Oh my God.
So with DSU on the list, we do have something crazy at the end that happens. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you have 20 seconds to answer it. And when you answer, you get assigned that lovely list that's off screen.
I'm so scared. Okay.
Just whenever you're ready, we can start.
Okay.
Have you ever breathed?
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not ready, but go anyway.
So you'll have 20 seconds to answer. What is your top 5 favorite songs to lip sync to?
Oh my gosh, top 5. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Probably like I Will Always Love You, any version of that song. I Will Follow Him from Sister Act. Oh my gosh, Rain on Me, but that's specific to a certain look. Anything from Showgirls. And oh my gosh, one more. Oh no! and then random siren sounds. That's my 5th one actually.
Period.
Just like,
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say congratulations.
Honestly, I would kind of live if you ever did like a lip sync song to the iPhone siren.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I just go out there and just like and like in a full gown, just like That's a good Jasmine Kennedy impression, actually.
Ooh.
Anyway, no, don't delete that. I didn't say that. No, you don't have to delete it. Leave it.
So, I'm gonna have Callie bring in my list.
Oh my gosh.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you. The list.
Actually, I'll move so it can be on screen.
Oop.
Man, I don't want to sign over someone else's name. I gotta find an empty spot. Okay. One of the best parts about signing stuff is I can spell the last name now without having to second guess it. So that's one thing about like this whole experience. One big takeaway is that I can officially spell my name without having to double check myself. So yeah.
I can't even do that.
Yeah.
It's my name I had since birth. Thank you, Winthrop University and friends, and thank you, Maddy, for sitting with me. This interview has been amazing. It's been authentic. I loved it. I love sitting with you. And you have honestly made my entire day, and I'm so thankful that you came.
Made your life. It's not gonna get better than this.
Oh my gosh. See, every time someone says that, I'm gonna die. Like, that's not getting that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall.
No. I don't think so, but you know.
We'll see tonight. I might fall. We'll see.
You know, the night is young. Who knows? We don't know how crazy we're gonna get.
I said hours left. I might.
Yeah.
We'll see. But thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you next time. Thank you again. Bye.
Hi everybody, my name is Aiden Lohman and I'm here in DragWU and we are going to ask a few questions to some of the wonderful people we have here. Alright, hi, how are you guys doing today?
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Messiah.
What's your name?
I'm Lauren.
Name?
I'm Molly.
Name?
Ave.
Favorite color?
Oh, red.
Alright, here we have everybody. Have you guys been to a drag show before?
No, I went last year to this.
That's one. Okay. We are in for a great treat today. We have so many fun people coming. Are you guys all excited?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys sound a little less excited than I want. Go ahead. A little more excitement.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. All right. We are going to be starting soon. We hope to see you here. Have a nice rest of your night here.
Hi, can you tell me how your experience was with DragWU?
My experience with DragWU, this is my first drag show, and I'm so honored to be here, and it was such an amazing and positive experience. I got to sit in the front row, and it felt like I was like in the splash zone. It was amazing. Like I've never felt so alive. I've never yelled so much. I think I'm losing my voice. But I got to take pictures with all the queens, and they were all so generous and so kind. And we gave tips, and they really turned it out for the show. And this was the best first experience I ever had, and I'm definitely gonna go again.
Thank you so much.
My favorite events that I've been to at Winthrop, and everybody was so good, and I honestly got the fans, so like I'm gagged. This was so much fun, and I can't wait to go to another one. This is probably my favorite event that I've been to so far. Getting to see everybody was so beautiful, and it was so high energy that everybody was having fun. This is a good event.
Come again, mama. Let's go support local queens. The show was amazing. All the queens did amazing. The environment is so warm and welcoming. And my favorite part was when one of them winked at me and I died.
All of it. They gave everything.
Oh my gosh, the show was amazing. 10 out of 10, Queen, I would recommend.
Go see this show, because like you get to see a drag queen as Colonel Sanders, and that is finger licking good.
Hey guys, we just finished up with DragWU. We want to get some reactions. Let's ask some questions real quick. How did you like DragWU this year?
I had so much fun. It was such a great experience seeing everybody express themselves the way that they want to. I felt the love and the joy in the room, and it was just amazing.
Hello, I am Rose Seidel, and I was actually the chair of this event, so I helped put it on.
All right, so is it all right if I ask you a few questions about the event? So, who was your favorite drag star today?
Ariana Venti. Obviously.
Why is
I love
that?
her.
Why is that?
She's a queen, and she was amazing, and I loved her last year.
Well, glad to hear that. I personally love the Drag King. He was so cool. It was so nice to see a little bit of change and variety as well. What did you think of the Drag King situation?
I thought that was really cool. I was asked permission for him to show his ass before this, so that was interesting. I did not expect it to be the way it was, but I loved it. So.
And when you come back to this next year?
Yes, obviously, yes.
It was amazing. It was amazing seeing the costumes, seeing the performances, and the energy for sure.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out today. I hope you both had a great time. And those of you who did come out, thank you so much. We had a great turnout, and make sure to come next year. It was so much fun. Bye, guys.